Rosie O'Donnell has opened up about her bold choice to cross the ocean and settle in Ireland, explaining that living under Donald Trump's influence in America had become too much for her. The discomfort and tension she felt in her homeland pushed her to seek a fresh start on distant shores, a decision that stirred both surprise and curiosity among her many fans. How far would someone go to reclaim peace? In a heartfelt 9-minute video update, the outspoken actress and comedian, no stranger to voicing her opposition to the conservative leader, shared every detail of her new life abroad. With warm, candid words, she painted a picture of early mornings filled with soft Irish light and friendly faces greeting her at every turn. Her update wasn't just news, it felt like an invitation into a chapter brimming with new hopes and unexpected twists. What stories lie behind every new horizon? Right from the opening lines of her clip, the 62-year-old admitted that the weight of the situation became unbearable. She confessed that the constant pressure in a Trump-dominated U.S. forced her to pack up her life on January 15th, just days before the inauguration. As she recalled that tense moment, her voice held a mix of relief and lingering disbelief. It was as if every rumble of the crowded city streets had whispered, "Time for a change," urging her to take that decisive leap. Could one really escape the echoes of a familiar storm? Addressing her 2.5 million followers, Rosie cheerfully revealed that her new Irish adventure was nothing short of wonderful. Even though she was soaking in the charm of her new surroundings, she didn't hide that a part of her still missed bits of her old American life. There was a tender honesty in her words, a mix of excitement for the present and nostalgia for the past, that resonated with anyone who had ever felt torn between comfort and change. Isn't life a blend of sweet beginnings and bittersweet memories? In her own simple yet powerful words, she described her Irish life as pretty wonderful. She talked about the locals, whose loving and kind gestures made every day feel like a warm embrace. Walking through small towns where laughter and friendly chatter filled the air, she expressed genuine gratitude for the kindness that surrounded her. Every smile, every friendly nod, left her feeling both uplifted and deeply thankful. Could any place offer a better welcome than this gentle, open-hearted world? Yet, Rosie was quick to admit that leaving America was something she never saw coming. "I never imagined I'd pack up and leave my home country," she confessed, adding that this tough call was made for the sake of her own well-being and for her 12-year-old child. It wasn't a decision born out of a sudden whim, but a necessary step for a better life, a decision that still leaves her marveling at how life can turn out. What hidden strength lies in making the hardest choices? Even as she embraced her new beginning, Rosie couldn't help but feel the pull of her former life. Though she remained upbeat, saying, "I'm happy, and Clay is happy," she also shared that she missed her other children, her close friends, and the familiar rhythms of life back home. Trying to find a new sense of belonging in this beautiful country, she admitted that the process was still unfolding, a journey filled with both excitement and a twinge of loss. After all, personal feelings often mirror the bigger picture of our times. How do we balance the heart's longing with the promise of tomorrow? Rosie made it crystal clear that her decision, though hard, was the right one. In Dublin, every day brought encounters with friendly faces, and in the past 2 months, she had met a diverse mix of warm, interesting people. The lively chatter in local cafes and the casual greetings on bustling streets had slowly stitched together the fabric of a new community for her. Her smile in each encounter was proof that she was slowly finding home again. What small moments build the path to a new beginning? Noticing that many fans had expressed worry over her sudden exit, she offered a sincere apology, "Sorry if you were worried or missed me. Sometimes, you have to put your own well-being first and make those hard choices." Her words, laced with gentle reassurance, reminded everyone that caring for oneself is never an easy decision but often the only way forward. When life calls for change, can anyone resist the pull of self-care? With a cheerful tone, she added, "Now that we're slowly settling in, I felt it was the right moment to share what's been happening." It was a message of both transparency and relief, a signal that even in times of upheaval, keeping loved ones in the loop matters. What surprises does settling into a new life bring? A few days back on March 7th, hints of her big leap had already begun to surface. In a playful selfie taken behind the wheel, she mentioned the funny challenge of driving on the opposite side of the road, a small but vivid detail that highlighted the everyday adjustments of her new life. Her amused expression said it all. Even a simple drive can feel like an adventure when the rules of the road change. Can a change in direction redefine your journey? On social media, she joked about her new ride, bought a little used car to tool around the countryside on the wrong side of the road, she wrote, before laughing off a mishap, bumping the curb 3 times and momentarily fearing she had hit a cat. That mix of humor and exasperation captured the unpredictable spirit of her new chapter, one filled with unexpected turns and quirky moments. What wild adventures await when you take the plunge? Another post showed a tender moment, her daughter Dakota sitting in the back seat, her backpack by her side, as if ready for a small journey of her own. Though she had recently adjusted her privacy settings, that glimpse of family life remained a touching reminder of what matters most amid change. How does family make every road seem a little less daunting? Alongside Dakota, Rosie has 4 other children, all grown past school age. This detail underscores the deep family ties that continue to shape her decisions, even as she navigates a foreign land. What sacrifices do we make for the ones we love? Rosie's reputation as a fierce critic of Trump stretches back many years, long before his presidency. As a mother of 5, she has consistently used her voice to challenge his tough talk and policies, both in interviews and across social media. Her sharp words have cut through the noise, standing as a symbol of resistance and a call for better leadership. When words become weapons, whose side do you choose? Not long ago, she shared a TikTok clip featuring Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. The video, showing him hugging children and lifting them with a bright smile, resonated deeply with her. It was a simple, powerful image, a moment of genuine care contrasting sharply with the harshness she had grown to despise. What if our leaders could share just a bit more warmth? Her caption on that video was equally pointed, if only the current president had a drop of his caring, committed heart. With hashtags like #resist, #protest, and #defy them, her message was loud and clear, a challenge to the status quo that stirred both anger and hope among her followers. Could one drop of kindness change the tide? In December, Rosie once again turned to TikTok, this time launching a fiery tirade against a major magazine that named Donald Trump as its Man of the Year for 2024. Her reaction, sharp and unfiltered, made headlines and sparked widespread debate. Can words on a screen fuel a revolution of thought? Her raw statement rang out, Man of the Year, Donald Trump? Seriously, screw you, magazine. How about calling him the most dangerous, the most criminal, or even the worst president we've ever had? The intensity of her words was a clear reminder of her unwavering stance and deep-seated frustration. What happens when truth is shouted from the rooftops? Now, Rosie joins a growing number of celebrities who have chosen to leave America in the wake of Trump's re-election. Her move is part of a broader trend among stars seeking a fresh start away from the turmoil of U.S. politics. Is a change of scenery the answer to a divided nation? Among those making headlines is actor Richard Gere, who recently sold his $11 million home in Connecticut and headed to Madrid, Spain. His relocation, partly to be closer to his wife's family, was reported by a well-known media outlet. What makes a home truly feel like home? At 75, Gere explained that moving with his wife Alejandra and their young sons, Alexander, 5, and James, 4, felt like embarking on a grand adventure, especially since he had never lived full-time outside the United States before. His words echoed a shared sentiment: sometimes, a new land offers a chance for a whole new kind of life. Could every step abroad spark a lifetime of discoveries? Not far behind in this trend, former talk show host and comedian Ellen DeGeneres, aged 67, along with her wife Portia de Rossi, 52, chose to embrace the serene life of the English countryside last December. Their move marked yet another example of familiar faces finding solace away from familiar storms. What hidden treasures lying in the quiet corners of the world? In a touching 20th anniversary tribute, Ellen shared a selfie taken in the UK, saying she was so happy we get to travel and explore the world together with her wife. Her heartfelt message resonated as a promise of love, adventure, and the endless possibilities that come with embracing change. Will this journey bring the peace they long for?